Hey everyone, come in, come forth. So hi everyone, thanks for coming back to my channel. I am your fave nurse B. We are outside on my patio in the garden. We're gonna talk about why does it seem like regular nurses, meaning nurses who work in the facility full time, that's their job, why do they hate agency nurses? I'm gonna let some more of y'all come in and I'll just edit this part out. So come through, y'all. Make sure y'all like the video. I want to know, go ahead and comment if you've ever worked as an agency nurse, and have you ever worked in a facility that has brought in agency nurses? What has been the vibe? Have you hated on agency nurses? Do you feel like you've been hated on because you're an agency nurse, or do you feel like things have been pretty chill, you just go in, do what you got to do, or the agency nurses come in and do what they got to do and keep it pushing? I really want to know your experience, so make sure you comment it, make sure you like this video. But let's get into it. So I know, like, maybe a few weeks ago, I'm not sure if it was on here or if it was on my Facebook or Instagram, where I talked about how I'm not picking up any more shifts. I'm not working. Now, I did that for a little over a month. Yesterday and Friday, I picked up because the money was looking good, honey, and we got things we got to take care of. And so I picked up at two facilities that I've never worked, and I've heard some crazy thing. Like, these facilities have been on the news. These facilities have been on the news, and your fave nurse B still decided to go pick up, because I was like, the money's good, and it's just like, I don't know until I go. I won't know how I feel about it, what's it really like, until I go. Like, I can't be scared. Like, that's the whole point. You're a nurse, you should be able to do this, you should be able to work anywhere as a nurse. So this video is going to be me talking about my experience these last 2 days, because it's been a freaking mess. So let's get into it. So the first day, this is what happened. Nurse B story time. So the first day, can y'all see me? I feel like the lighting isn't that good. The first day I go in and they're like, oh, we don't have you on a schedule. Y'all ain't got me on the schedule while I'm here. She was like, oh, it's okay, we're gonna find somewhere for you to go. I forgot to put your name in. She's looking around. Mind you, I'm picking some dead leaves off my plant. But mind you, I actually knew the person who's the DON. That's who I came in to see. I just knew her from church. Like, she goes to my in-laws church. So that's why I feel like nursing is so small. You really got to watch how you interact with people, because you never know who you're going to come across in nursing. Anyways, I digress. Oh my gosh, that's a huge bug. But anyways, so that happened. She's like, okay, I'm going to have you go past meds on this floor. There's already a nurse over there, but they really need a med tech, so you can just go past meds. Now, like I said, I've never been to this place, and I don't know anybody, and I'm here as a nurse, but you want me to pass pills. Okay, usually in that situation, I'd be like, but you know what, whatever. I'm here to do what I gotta do. I'm a team player. Like, I'm showing up to work. Honestly, you all, I feel like as an agency nurse, any type of nurse, like, whatever the circumstance, you come in there to work, so just make it happen. You already there. Like, you're not gonna go home, so just do the freaking work and just deal with it. So that's the only mindset I can have, so I won't be stressed out and I won't be walking out on these places every time I go somewhere. So definitely have that mindset as an agency nurse or a float nurse. My nose is shiny like highlight. I ain't even got no highlight on. So I go up to the floor. The nurse from day shift is there. So she is doing a double. They do 12-hour shifts, I should say. But for agency nurses, they don't do 12-hour shifts. I don't know why, but whatever. So she was there on the 12-hour shift. So she was staying over till like 7. And she was like, oh, they want you to pass pills. Well, if you want, you can just we can just split the hall, da 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 da. At that point, I should have known. It was some BS at that point. So I was like, being, chill nurse B. I try my best to be chill as a nurse, chill nurse B. And I was like, whatever you want me to do, like, I'm here. Like, basically, like I said, I'm here, like, so whatever. The DON told me to do meds, but I mean, it don't really freaking matter. And it kind of lingered, and she was like, well, and then she didn't say nothing. I was like, okay, so what the hell you want to do? Whatever. So she's like, oh, you can just pass meds. Y'all, I couldn't even freaking get into the computer system. Like, it was taking so long, because she was like, once you log in, it's going to take you 45 minutes to get into it. 45 minutes? Like, I'm already here. Like, what do you mean I got to take 45 minutes to log in? and I'm supposed to be working, passing pills to people I don't know. Okay, I'm not gonna complain. Waiting, still can't go in. I gotta call people, look for people. I finally get into the computer system. Okay, start passing pills. Now, I told the nurse, she said, you can pass pills. That's what the DON told me to do. She said, pass pills. Okay, I'm the med tech. So I feel, in my opinion, if I am here, even though I am a nurse, if I am here and you're telling me that I should work as the med tech, I am going to work as the med tech. I'm not going to do extra stuff as a nurse just because I'm a nurse. Now, I know some people be like, that's petty. You a nurse, you supposed to do this and a third. But you telling me to pass pills. Anybody who's ever passed pills, it's not the easiest thing to do. Especially because people want to know, what's this pill? What's that pill? I didn't get this. I didn't get that. The nurse didn't give me this. I don't want to take this. Crush this. Do that. Y'all know passing pills can be a hot mess. So I told her, this is the only thing I told her. I said, look, so if anybody want PRNs, or if they, they need their pain pills, I'll go ahead and give them like their PRNs, their controls, because she was like, oh, the cart, I was like, is there a cart for the pills? Is there a cart for the, she said, that's a treatment cart, that's the pill cart, but it's all the same, some. I'm like, okay, I don't know, I'm confused, because even me talking about it right now, I feel confused. But she was like, that's the cart, but it still got other stuff on there. It got controls on there that the nurses give. So I said, you know what? Since I have the cart and you got the treatment cart, I'll go ahead and give them their controls. I'm a nurse. I'm not going to stop. If I go in a patient room and get them a pill and they're like, I need a pain pill, I'm not going to stop, hunt you down and say, can you get them a pain pill, only for you to walk over to the same cart that I'm using and give them a pill. I'm not that petty. To me, it's more work for me to do that versus me just asking them what's your pain level, yada yada yada, charting it and giving it to them. So that's what I did. And mind you, this I had no orientation. I literally just came in. They said go over here. I got the computer information. It took me forever to get in, and then she had to organize the cart, which I appreciate. She's like, this cart is a mess. Let me organize it because you're not gonna know anything. Da 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 da. So I don't even know the computer system. Like, I did not know that computer system. I was just like, I hope I'm doing this right. Just keeping it easy, taking it easy, just going in, doing what I gotta do. So I did the I go in, I said I'm gonna give just the controls. Leave it at that. Mind you, like I said, I am the med tech. Treat me as a med tech that's passing controls. Don't treat me as the nurse and the med tech. I'm not doing that, okay? She asked me, do you want to split the floor and then we do half of the patients and you pass your own pills to half of the patients, or do you just want to do all the pills for the patients? I chose to do all the pills for all the patients because that's what the DON told me to do. So sorry if I'm repetitive, but I gotta frame this because it hits like, I don't know, 6:30, and I'm looking because the way they got their flow sheet, it's just, to me, it was really unorganized. But the way that they're charting is, what the CMT can see as far as the medicine is the same. Like, you can see like the AccuChecks. All the AccuChecks is red. Nobody got insulin. Basically, that's what it looks like on the computer. And I'm like, I hope she don't expect me to be going around doing insulin and AccuChecks, because there's like a sheet for nurses. There's a sheet for CMTs on a thing. And they had it mixed. Like, they had the CMT stuff mixed in with the nurses stuff, because I'm sure CMTs are not doing blood work, is not doing AccuChecks and insulin as well. So anyways, it come and I'm like, okay, maybe she wanted me to do these AccuChecks, or maybe she assumed I was gonna do them, but I couldn't even find her. Like, she was gone. Like, I couldn't find her. Like, she took a break, which I don't mind. You've been here all day, take your break, girl, but I could not find her. Then by the time I found her, it was like 7 something. And these people, you got to do your blood sugars and all that like at 5 or whatever, before lunch, before dinner. So I just I was texting my friend like, I hope she don't expect me to be doing all this. I was like, I'm not gonna say nothing, it's gonna be just red. But I was like, I'm not gonna be petty. I'm gonna just ask her to make sure, because I don't want them to be like, well, the nurse was supposed to do it. She a nurse. I don't know why she didn't do it. I didn't want that drama. So I was like, okay. I said, hey, what's up with all these AccuChecks? She said, oh, no, I did them. Everything's here. She's showing me the paper. It's right here. I did them. I just didn't chart it yet. Okay, cool. Crisis availed. So another nurse comes in to take over, because this nurse was leaving at 7. I was staying till 11. Sorry, I have to be outside to do this video, so I hope you can hear me. My kids inside, my husband inside, and like, I had to come outside because he's trying to do stuff. I'm trying to do stuff. I was like, I'll just go outside. Anyways, so here it is. The nurse comes in. She seemed like she was upset because there was an admission, and it seemed like she didn't even know how to do an admission. And the nurse who she was relieving, She didn't even do the admission yet. I think 'cause she was like, she said, if I start the admission, I'm gonna have to stop it. So I'm gonna go ahead and let you do it. So I think that already made her feel some type of way. Because I'm going through, I'm doing my job, I'm passing these pills, yada, yada, yada. Then at, I don't know, 10:40, I leave at 11:15. Here it is, 10:40. The nurse had already left. The day nurse had already left. I had talked to her. I asked her about the AccuCheck. She had already left. Cool, bye. But she stayed over a while because she had so much work to do. And I feel like at the end of the day, she should have already stayed. She should have already just been a nurse on the floor because she was there that day shift. And she was telling me that she had so much stuff from day shift left over that she had to do. So why would you give me half the patients anyways and have me do them and you still got extra stuff to do? But anyways, that's why I was passing meds. The other nurse is like, what is this red stuff here? You know, you're supposed to be doing the creams and everything, right? Yeah, I got a crook in my neck, but I'm still gonna do my who she talking to face. She was like, you supposed to be, I'm sorry if the lighting's wrong, but she was like, you supposed to do the creams. I'm like, do the creams? What do you mean? I'm the med tech, but you're a nurse. You're supposed to be doing all the pain creams, this and that. I said, when y'all have a CMC over here, do they do the creams? No, but you're a nurse and you was doing this, and the nurse that just left told me to tell you that you were supposed to do this, da 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 da. Oh, that's what she told you? Because I just had a whole conversation with her. I was telling her, thank you for helping me out. Thank you for getting the cart together. Nice to meet you. Like, comment, and subscribe. Like, I was telling her all these things. And she didn't tell me anything before she left. And she had stayed for a long time. She stayed till like 9:30, almost 10 o'clock, finishing all her work. And she was like, yeah, that's what she told me you were supposed to do them. I'm like, yeah, she didn't tell me that. And I said, why is it that I'm hearing that I'm supposed to be doing all the pain creams 20 minutes before I clock out? 20 minutes before I clock out. I've been here all day. I've had 2 nurses that I've worked with all day. And you telling me 20 minutes before I clock out I'm supposed to give out pain cream, even though y'all telling me to be a CMC? So me and her kind of, I wouldn't say we had words, but like I had to stand up for myself because it's like, do you want me to be the nurse or the CMC? I was told by the DON. I didn't make this up for myself. The DON told me to pass pills. I talked to the nurse. We agreed that I would pass pills and I would give out any narcotics, that like PRN narcotics. And she was like, no, that she told me to tell you, and you know, you're supposed to do that. You are a nurse and this and that. And I'm just like, you know what? It was like a few people that got cream. I ain't even got time to do this. I'm over here trying to make sure the count is right before I freaking leave. And I don't even know what you've been doing all day. But I went, slapped some cream on a few people, like, comment, and subscribe. And then I'm talking to her. She's like, yeah, because you were supposed to da, da, da. I'm like, look, I came here as a CMC. I said, I have no issue working. I have no issue working, but y'all not going to be adding work on top of what I'm supposed to be doing as the shift goes along. Like, that's not how it works. Because I need to be able to, you know what I'm saying, you want to plan out your shift. You want to be able to like have control of things, because it can get really out of control in nursing, especially because I've never been here. I don't even know any of these patients. And she's like, oh yeah, you were supposed to. I'm like, look, I was trying not to go back and forth with her, but she had went back and forth with the other nurse because she didn't want to do the admission. Then she was going back and forth with the CNA. So I was just like, okay, I see what it is. You frustrated. So it wasn't even no hard feelings. She was just like, yeah, da 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 da, and this and the third. Okay, cool, whatever. No problem. So I say all that to say, if you're going to be an agency nurse, you need to learn how to stand up for yourself. You have to. I'm not saying go in there and be like drama filled or nothing like that, but they try to, I feel like in this instance, I never really saw it before, but in this instance, I feel like they're like, oh, she a nurse, she needs to be doing this, she needs to be doing that, and this, that, and the third. But how can I mean, I was told by the DON that I wasn't even on the schedule. Like, y'all had nurses on all these floors. So I'm literally just an extra helping out. So I don't get like where the issue is. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't get that. Let me look at y'all comments. I want to tell y'all about something that happened yesterday. I'm probably going to get off this live so it's not too, well, it's only 14 minutes. Should I get off and come back on or keep it like it is? It is so hot. I don't know why I told this man I would come outside. Did I bring my water? Child. All my ice then melted. Hold on. Yeah, I got a drink. Like, comment, and subscribe. Check out the website. Check out all my nursing school notes. Check out all my templates. What else you need to check out? Check out my Instagram. Check out my second channel, Stay Forever True. I love you all. But let me look at these comments. I'm gonna talk about what happened yesterday. Woo! When I tell y'all what happened yesterday, y'all gonna be like, what? Yeah, I'm gonna have to change this title. Okay, let me look. Y'all said continue. Okay, I'm gonna read y'all comments at the end. So, hope y'all can see me. I know it's a little dark. Let me turn. So, yesterday, again, I worked at a facility that's been on the news. I think what happened at this place is like a lady got out and went outside in the snow or something. I think that's what happened. They had plenty of, it's one of them places that's had like 4 or 5 different managements and all that. It's one of those places that you don't want to go to. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to try them out. And they was doing premium pay. So I said, if I'm going to pick up, I'm going to do this work. I'm going to get this work. So let me fix y'all. Oh, child. That's a little bit. Is that even better? I don't even know. Hold on. Let's get the logistics out the way. Hold on. You know what? Maybe I should do. I want this to look better. Here, let me try this. Hold on, y'all. Just look at the plants for a second. Is that gonna? I hope my phone don't fall. I ain't got time for these shenanigans. Of course, my battery low. Okay, can y'all see me? Now my battery low. I need to put it on the charger. But so yesterday I go to this place. Been on the news. All right, go in, and the staffing person's like, "Okay, you work that floor, and you're gonna have a CMT. Bye." Okay. No orientation. Like the agency I go through, they don't do orientation. You just go in and do what you got to do. I'm glad they had the same exact computer system as the place I went to the day before, the place I went to Friday. So I go in, they tell me where I'm going to work. The person who I am relieving is also an agency nurse. So we chopping it up, we talking. She's like, girl, this place. And I was like, you want to do walking rounds? They're doing walking rounds, looking at all the patients. And I'm like, this place is dingy. It's a little dingy around here, but you know, it is what it is. And she was like, girl, yes, da da da. Come down to the nursing station. She's like, here's the tablets that they use. Here's the login. She's like, I wrote everything down for you. Here's the passwords, all that, because nobody ever told me the passwords. They just threw me on the floor, so I wrote it down for you. I'm like, great, thank you. Okay. Then she's like, here's the tablets. And she was like, there's no charger. I'm like, there's no charger for these? The little iPad. She's like, no, you got to use your own charger. I was like, this is so good. So I had to come in off the street and use my own iPhone charger to charge up y'all stuff. Like, I don't get it. I guess they said that a lot of people were stealing chargers and stuff. But my thing is, if y'all having that issue, 1, that's so silly. But 2, why don't y'all just make the charger a part of the control box? So if you all know it, when like with nurses, you have to count all the narcotics. So what they can do is they can make it so that you have to count that charger as part of that box. So it's like you have to sign off that each shift still has a charger so that it doesn't get stolen. So that's just my little thought, you know, an outsider looking in. But so that happened. So I'm like, okay, this place finna be funny. It's finna be a hot mess. So she's like, it's a lot of pill seekers, because what's so crazy about the area is that a lot of the patients is like in their 20s in a nursing home. I'm like, oh my gosh, like these people is younger than me. I'm not even 30 yet. And a lot of the patients is younger than me, like less than 60. A lot of them was like younger than 60. And anyways, so I'm in there doing my thing. Y'all, it was a freaking mess. Like, it was to the point where it wasn't even charged. Like, the thing had like 11%. I'm charging up the other tablet thinking, okay, I'm gonna use this tablet and here's the other tablet. Once they get done charging, I can switch it out. No. So, also I was looking for a CMT, couldn't find a CMT, but she came in. So when she come in and she start working, after like, I don't know, 3 hours of being there, she started working. No shade to you, girl. But you know, anyways, she takes the tablet that I just charged up. She's like, oh yeah, we supposed to have the bigger tablets anyways. I'm like, okay, whatever. I'm not even gonna fight over this tablet that I just charged up for the past 3 hours. Mind you, these tablets take forever to charge. yeah, I'm trying not to complain, but that's what this video about. You know, it's just a little rant. So I still had to stop what I was doing, had to stop working, which was already a hectic freaking floor. Stop working and then start charging up this tablet. And then once I got done charging it, at the little time I had, it was only at 16%. So I was like, okay, like, whatever. So I'm doing the work. Everybody and their mama wanted a pain pill. When I say everybody kept walking up wanting pain pills or ice. Pain pills, ice. Pain pills, ice. Where are you from? What school you go to? Like these, because these are younger people. And it was just like, I'm not used to this. What school you go to? This and the third. Oh, okay. Da, 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 da. So the patients was cool, but everything was a mess. I had to send somebody to the hospital. Okay, just typical nursing job. Towards the end of the shift, the nurse that was on another floor, the actual facility nurse was like, well, she was like, I was like, what time am I supposed to leave? Because I couldn't remember. Do I clock out at 11:15? I couldn't remember because every place got different hours. And she was like, well, they don't like agency nurses staying past a certain time. Like she said something like they cap y'all out at 11:30. My thing is, how you gonna tell me that if I stay till 12, you're not gonna pay me because y'all stop agency nurses at 11:30? If I'm still here doing the work, I'm still doing the work. Like I don't get why can't I? Anyways, I'm not gonna sit on a clock just to get a little few extra dollars. I don't do that. So she's like, but I'm gonna stay over. So at that time, I'm just gonna come over. That way you can leave on time. Cause she said otherwise you're gonna be waiting for the next nurse to come, and they don't be coming till like 12 or something. Okay, even though they supposed to come in like probably like at 10:30, 10:45. So anyway, she told me that. She said, oh, here's my tablet. You can use my tablet. Cool. Here comes 11 o'clock. I can't find her. But y'all, let me tell y'all, that shift was horrible. It was so much work. It was so much stuff I couldn't find. It was I swear, I had 5 tube feedings. I think I had close to 60 patients. Somebody was like, it's only like 40 something. I said, no, it's 60. It gotta be. It gotta be 50, 60 patients that I'm taking care of because this is ridiculous. I had 5 tube feedings. Every time I had to put up like a new tube feeding, I had to walk all the way to the freaking storage unit to get tube feeding. I'm like, I asked the girl, I said, why don't y'all keep tube feeding in the rooms? She's like, oh, because the rooms be too hot and it be clogging up the tube feeding and this and the third. I'm thinking, more than likely, y'all not changing out these tube feedings because a lot of the ones I came across, it didn't even have a date on it. So people still probably just letting old stuff hang. But whatever. And I go into the room to get the tube feedings. When I say it was hot, it was so, I couldn't even breathe. I said, y'all keep the stuff in here and it's hot as hell, but you don't want to leave it in the patient's room because it's too hot in their room and it's gonna like curdle or whatever. Do we got 64 people on here? That's what's up. Make sure y'all like this video. So I'm just rambling. So that's just a little bit. I had to send somebody to the hospital only for this person to get sent right back. But mind you, I told the nurse, I was like, another nurse, I said, I'm about to send this person to the hospital and what else I got to do? She was telling me, okay, go there, go to printer or whatever. So she helped me. And then when the ambulance came, she runs to the ambulance and said, well, if y'all don't really have to send them to the hospital, don't send them because we don't want them to go to the hospital for real. Where was you at when I was calling the doctor, when I was printing everything off, when I was actually deciding, okay, I'm going to send this person to the hospital based on what the doctor said. But then here you are when the paramedics come, you want to tell them that, oh, no, they don't want us to send them to the hospital. Why not tell me that? Why not come to me but like, hey, right now we're really not trying to send patients to the hospital. So if there's any way you could let the doctor know and kind of go over and see what he wants to do, then go from there. No, you run and talk to the paramedics and tell them that. So when the paramedics came to me, they was like, the other nurse said that, you know, they don't want patients to leave. I said, I don't know nothing about that. The doctor said, send them out. Because I ain't got time for it. Because when I told her I was sending the patient out, she was like, oh, good, girl, because that way he won't be in your hair all night because he just, basically saying, like, good for you, girl, because he's a mess. Like, he going to be all up on you if you don't send him out. But then when they come, you want to switch it up and tell them that, no, we can't send them out. I don't have time for the game. And then she never came back and told me anything. So, okay, whatever. This is totally different stuff. So, fast forward to the end of the shift. I did meet another nurse from agency. She was hella cool. Oh, my gosh, she was so cool. Beautiful. She was so pretty and just so cool. We was just talking, you know, hashing it out. She was helping me and everything. So the other nurse, remember, she said, oh, I'm gonna come over and make sure I relieve you and count with you so you can leave on time. 11 o'clock comes, no sign of her. Okay, I'm still going through all the messes. I want to make sure before I do the count with the other nurse, like if you don't know, you're supposed to count the narcotics with the other nurse coming on shift, to make sure that everything is good before you leave and when you come on. And so I was making sure, I always make sure that everything in the box is signed off and everything look good before I count, because if you do it while you count, it's just a hot mess and you're going back and forth. You're trying to figure out, did I get it? Did I not get it? I popped the wrong one, da 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 da. So I made sure everything was cool, especially because I had to give pain pills. I swear, I had to give like 20 freaking pain pills. That's what it felt like. Because one person, I gave this person 6 pain pills that night. Because a lot of the stuff was every 2 hours, every 3 hours. Who giving pain pills, Percocets, Oxycontins every 2-3 hours? They got one person had it where it was 1 dose every 3 hours, another dose every 4 hours, and they was like alternating back and forth. I'm like, okay, whatever, you know, okay, whatever. I'm here, I'm the nurse, I'm doing what I gotta do. It is what it is. The whole shift I would start complaining. I was like, Brandy, stop. You heard? Do your work. I literally said this myself out loud. Stop complaining, just do the work. Okay. So she didn't show. 11:20. I'm like, me and the other nurse that was there, because I had to input orders because the person had to get on antibiotics, and I'm like, okay, let me put the orders. I don't even know this. I did not know the computer system at all. My second day using it. The agency nurse came to help me put stuff in the computer. Okay, that happens. Then me and her walking around like, where the girl that is supposed to be relieving us? She's like, I don't know. The hall that the girl was on, the lights is turned off, and people. I'm like, well, dang. Where is this girl out? So I'm cleaning up, getting everything together. I freaking spilled 2 feet all over the floor because the trash bag had a hole in it. I'm like, oh my God, I'm cleaning it up. I'm still like, where is this nurse? Here it is, like 11:30, 11:40. I'm like, did she leave? Like, what's going on? Because the night aides, they was like, if you wait on the nurses, they don't be coming in until like midnight. I was like, what? I said, I got to find this other nurse. So I still looking for her. They're like, oh, she in her office. She supposed to be an MDS coordinator. Okay, so you're in your office, and even though you told me you was gonna come down here and count with me when it was time to leave because y'all don't like agency nurses staying longer than the shift. So I go to her. She's like, oh yeah, I told the CNA on the other floor, the floor I'm not on. I told the CNA on the other floor to tell you to come get me. No. If you know where I'm at, why do I have to find where you're at? You know where I'm at, and you telling me I should be leaving at a certain time. Why not come over there and find me and do count with me and make sure I can leave? Here it is. I'm not able to leave till 12 o'clock. I was supposed to clock out like at 11:15. And she was like, oh, it wasn't that bad. I'm like, this is what I said. I said, oh, you was working over there? You was working with me today? She was like, what you mean? I said, oh, no, you said it wasn't that bad. So I thought you was working with me. Since you said it wasn't that bad, like, oh no, you know what, I did work over there yesterday. That front hall, that's crazy over there. But literally in the same breath, you just said it wasn't that bad. And I said, you just said it wasn't that bad. See, she was like, yeah, she was trying to just brush it off, but it wasn't that. I'm like, look, I said, you know these people, you work here. Of course it's not that bad to you. I'm just walking in trying to get it, like trying to do it. And I literally said this to her, but I didn't say it like in a way that was like health confrontation. But I just said it like matter of fact, like, what do you mean it's not that bad? Like, girl, can you count these meds with me? Like, I don't need you to be, like, I don't need that. I don't need this drama. So anyways, we count. That's that. I said, I'm not going to be back. And if I do come back, I'm going to ask for at least $5 to $10 more an hour, because you can, the agency I'm at, you can put in how much more you want to get paid. So I'm going to ask for more. But I really don't think, all money ain't good money. It was so much work. My back was killing me. My neck is killing me. My back is killing me. I don't know what it is. I got to work. Got to do some yoga or something, y'all. Let me drink this water first. We 30 minutes in. So anyways, it was a crazy shift. It was a busy shift. It was people literally like following me trying to get pain pills. Hey Brandy, like usually I'm not used to patients like really being super cognitively there and young and being like, hey Brandy, let me go on and get this and this and pain pills. Is it time for me to get it yet? Oh, I'll take it in my room. No, I swear like 4 patients was like, I'll take it in my room. I'm like, no, I need to see you take it. Oh, okay. I'm like, what do y'all be doing? Like I don't get it. Like, what do y'all be doing up in here? The man, of course, from the hospital came back because there was nothing wrong with him. But yeah, it was a crazy shift. And my thing is like, I don't know if they be feeling some type of way about agency nurses. Like, y'all just coming here like making more than us, even though we work here and y'all doing the same job as us. Like, whatever y'all gonna do, just do it. And they even told me the floor I was working on was the hardest floor. I feel like, why put your agency nurse on the hardest floor? Now I get it, that person is getting paid more, but if you know that floor is hard and you want that floor to be taken care of properly, put a regular over there, because hard to me is not going to be as hard to them, because they know the facility, they know the patients, they know the CNAs, they know the protocol, the policies, they know the doctors. I couldn't even find a number to the doctor. I couldn't even find it. I'm like, where is this information? There's literally nothing here. Like, what is happening? That place was a dump. It was, but the patients was nice. And it kind of broke my heart because it was so many young patients. I was like, oh my gosh. Like, I think somebody said this area that I was in, like, probably a lot of people be on drugs or whatever, and like maybe they've had some horrible times with drugs or just in general with alcohol. I'm not sure. And it led them to like having seizures and strokes and stuff. So that's where they ended up in a nursing home. I don't know everybody's life story, but yeah, it made me real sad because it was, like I said, it was people there that was younger than me, and I'm not even 30 yet. But overall, I made it through. I couldn't believe I had to use my own iPhone charger. That's ghetto as hell. But let me let y'all comments. So yeah, I want to know, do you all think that regular nurses have issues with agency nurses? Usually I don't have a problem at all, but it's like these last 2 days, like people was in their feelings. I don't know, I think it's because of the facilities I went to. That's why they was feeling some type of way. Just because the demographics of these facilities, and also the fact these facilities is hella messy. But messy physically, and also messy because like the way they do their business. But let me look at this. These comments. Okay, so laugh my butt off. This is what Tasha says. They're never on time, and administration does nothing about it, and that's why they can't keep nurses, because they let some nurses do what they want, and it forces other nurses to quit. So in comes agency. True, that's true. And when she told me, like, she was like, it wasn't that bad, girl. Like, dang. I was like, that's why y'all ain't got no nurses. Shit like that.